So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. So, I wasn't going to do another video. I was just going to do one video today. If you haven't watched it, there's already one out. So when you finish watching this, go watch that. But I come downstairs this morning into the house that reminded me of a funeral home. What is it with women and candles? I walked downstairs, there was candles everywhere. You know what? Stores don't even make them scented anymore. They just smell like money burning. I love candles. Anyway, it's enough about candles. So my partner said, so what in the Kiely Rodni case, what are we waiting for? I said, well, in essence, we're waiting for the toxicology report, because that's going to be what kind of seals everything in, brings all of the paperwork side to a close. And she said, well, what does that do? I said, well, it's going to tell us a few things. What's that then? I said, well, look, I said, ultimately, we've got a report that's going to come back and it's going to say one of a few different things. First of all, it could come back and say there's nothing in her system whatsoever. Completely clean. And what's that going to do? That's going to raise some serious questions when it comes to why were people saying that she was inebriated. Is it because they were trying to push the fact that she was a liability? There was something that was going to happen that would be her fault. It could come back and she could indeed have things in her system. She could have something like fentanyl in her system. We know there are issues with fentanyl in this area. They've had over 60 deaths in the last few years, even to the point where they pushed out a campaign, the One Pill Can Kill campaign, that was to raise awareness of this dangerous drug. And that could have indeed been that. And if that's the case, then look, we're now going to be looking at, well, who supplied it? If it's alcohol, who supplied it? Who was plying this girl with drinks? She was 16, she was a minor. Those around her they should have been responsible for her enough to say, no, I'm not putting myself in this position. You're a child. Was it a parent? If so, which parent? What parent was it? Who got on the alcohol? If I was Kylie's mum, I'd be thinking, well, who gave my 16-year-old child fucking alcohol? No, you're throwing shade at the people who found her and the people who want to get answers like this. Look, could show numerous things, but ultimately they're looking for the absence of something or something being there. And either way, these things will tell a story. But look, this ain't being brushed under the rug. I promise you now. This channel is growing. There's other channels around much bigger than this who are interested in this case. I think it was Michelle After Dark. I do still watch her, even though she fucking was nasty. If I was not so thick-skinned. But anyway, I listened and she was like saying, look, even if this gets ruled an accident, people ain't going to go away. It ain't going away. And it's not going to go away because something went wrong here. This poor girl lost her life and someone is accountable. What I don't like is the fact that in these cases where children come to harm, people don't like the fact that someone is accountable. The child is not accountable. To a degree, they are responsible for the things that they do. But when it comes to alcohol, if this was alcohol or drug related, then she was given alcohol, she was given drugs by someone. Now, whether that was a parent, whether that was someone who was at that party, someone will know. Someone will know who it was. And we ain't going anywhere. I promise you now, we are not going anywhere. We will get answers. This girl deserves answers.